Jenny Jaffe, and I'm the founder of Project UROK. I really don't like the sound of balloons popping. I don't like it so much that some might call it a phobia. This is my balloon room. I'm here to face my fears with the help of some of my friends. Today it is comedian Subhah Agarwal.
Hey.
Hello. So we're going to be talking not just about my balloon fear, obviously. We're going to be talking about something you're afraid of too. And I don't know what it is, but you've written it down on this balloon. Do you want to tell me and everybody what you're afraid of?
My fear is failure.
Oh gosh, that one's, oh my gosh, with a little frowny
Sad
face.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why this surprises me, or why this is something that I wouldn't think you'd be thinking about? Because a lot of people I know who know you continually cite you to me as the hardest working person in comedy.
Well, that's partially because I'm terrified of failing.
Do you think that that's like what you do to like help deal with that fear? Is
Definitely overworking. It's to the point where it's not healthy. I mean, to be a comedian, you have to have shit to talk about. And if I'm just sitting in a room writing jokes all day, like no one wants to hear me talk about what the tip of a ballpoint pen looks like. Like it's just very dull. And it's also very self-destructive because when you're that afraid of failure, and not to be like typically South Asian or Asian, but I really think that's a cultural thing that a lot of kids in this country, especially when their parents come here, deal with. Like we equate self-worth with how successful you are. Before I was doing comedy, I was in academics. Like I was valedictorian. I was typical Indian chick, like pretty much doing really well in math and science. Everyone expected really big things from me. Like my teacher was like, you have to get a PhD and all this shit. So it's just like, it ruined academia for me because I couldn't like read about physics or just take a math class. I had to be the best.
so? Do you think, how much of the pressure do you think comes from you? How much do you think is from maybe your family or society?
I think definitely a lot of it is rooted in the atmosphere I grew up in. Like two immigrant parents, definitely a lot of pressure to succeed. I was bullied a lot, super unpopular. The first time I got any positive attention was when I started doing well in a class. And the only reason I did well is because the teacher was nice to me. So I wanted to do well for her. And then when I saw how much people talked to me, and when I had the answers, like how much people wanted to be friendly to me, even if it was for the wrong reason, I just became my new identity, where it's like, I was a smart kid, I knew everything, ask me anything, I'll help.
I think there's kind of, like from personal experience, two ways people tend to deal with fear of failure, and it's either overworking yourself, which is what you're describing, or it's deciding you're not even going to try. Mm-hmm. Do you think either one is a better way to deal with it, or?
No, I think they're both bad ways, because like I said, when you overwork, you don't enjoy what you're doing. And what you're doing, this is life. It's not like, oh, I get my first stand-up special, now I'm living. It's like, I'm living right now. I'm so blessed to be in a place where I get to do what I want to do. And if I'm not even enjoying that, what am I doing? And I think just giving up, then you're not pursuing what you love. I think in another way, you're preventing yourself from being happy, because it's not like, oh, you're going to give up on one thing and then pursue another. It's the same thought pattern that's going to plague you. So I think like going to therapy or just trying to be conscious of what you're doing and taking steps to live a more healthy, happy, and balanced life. Find a happy medium in between the two, or maybe not run away completely, but don't destroy yourself Black Swan style, you know?
Totally. I totally have been that person too, and I think to an extent I definitely am, and I think that's something that I know I'm trying to get better at too. So hearing you say it is very helpful. So it's probably seems a little bit silly, given everything we've just talked about, how nervous I am for you to pop this balloon. And okay, so just go for it. Jesus. That scared me. Thank you so much for being here and talking about this, and talking about it in such a open and honest and insightful way. If people want to find you, where should they find you?
Find me on Twitter at Subhah, S-U-B-H-A-H, and I'm at the Stand Comedy Club a lot, so you should check them out because they're really cool.
Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for watching. You didn't have to do that. That was real nice of you. But if you want to do some more of it, go to projecturok.org. Don't forget to subscribe right here, and we'll see you next time on Balloon Room.